Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a great day. My name is Ben, and today we'll be checking out the CHRYSOS post for HYSILENS. She knows the flavor of the ocean. As we did with Finons, we will be going through voice acting and just generally checking out the info Hoya wants to tell us before she drops. So without further ado, let's get into it. If you guys enjoy, feel free to like and subscribe. Let's go. She knows the flavor of the ocean. CHRYSOS, HYSILENS. She knows the flavor of the ocean. Meet Electra, Knight Commander of the Holy City, Princess of the Sea Sirens.
I'd love to chat about celebrations and swordplay, but for other matters on land, there are surely others more knowledgeable than me. Whether we're Titans' children, humans, or fish, we still have everything, at least until this sweet song of intoxication ends. So, lift your cup, let's empty it to the last drop tonight.
Yeah, which obviously being the CHRYSOS era of Fagosa is very interesting, because that gives me an immediate connection to Eden from Impact Third of, well, Song and Wine, right? But yeah, she has a very cool design. I love how her 3D model looks as well. Editor, Sierra, that makes sense. Photography, waterproof shot, Chimera. Styling, Aglaya. Yeah, I do love the presentation as well that they do for this. They really do go all out. And I can only imagine, the amount of time it takes people to put these together. The Feast of Unending Night. Of the Unending Night. HYSILENS Bedside Books. HYSILENS Till the Sea Turns Blue. Yep, and Electra being her true name, of course, or her name before coming to Akama. Meet Electra, Commander of the Holy City Knights, Princess of the Sea Sirens. After her deep-sea home was destroyed, leaving her stranded, she joined her passionate ruler on the flame chase journey. Now, as the evening grows darker, HYSILENS glides toward us after a performance at the feast, moving with the grace of a fish, drifting through boundless waters.
Hello, fishy there. Electra, nobody's called me that in 1,000 years now. Just HYSILENS, please. I'd love to chat about celebrations and swordplay, but for other matters on land, there are surely others more knowledgeable than me.
Yep. So that was new, but the other part we got from before. Question 1. Before you came ashore, what did you look like?
I'm one of the sea sirens. Yes, the legendary beings who entice humans with their melodies. Nervous? Don't be. In the ancient ocean tongue, we're all children of the Titans, more alike than different. When I reached shore, my tail fins became legs, scales softened to skin, and the sea foam that once clothed me crystallized into this dress. Only one piece of the ocean remains with me, the first wave born when Fagosa came into being. It still surges in my chest, some nights wild as a tempest, others calm as a lagoon. For 1,000 years, it's been my lullaby as I drift to sleep.
Yeah, so that would be the transparency we see within her. First wave. What made you decide to follow the Imperator?
It was light calendar 3860 when we first met. I'd been wandering the shorelines for what felt like forever. She wasn't called Imperator back then, but ambition already burned in her eyes. To Sierra, the flame chase was just the beginning. What she truly coveted was the sea of stars above. She burns like an eternal flame, intense, radiant. So I pledged myself to her army, to help make her dreams into reality, to ensure her journey of conquest never ends.
Of course, from reading as I've written, we know that doesn't quite turn out great. But interesting, Sairdra being interested in the stars, right? The greater universe, wanting to break free of Amphorius. They say that serving a ruler is like living alongside a tiger. What do you think?
Tiger? I don't think so. Fire doesn't burn the ocean. Rather, it forges steel. Wouldn't you agree? The Imperator cares deeply for those who serve her. Look at what she's done for me. Grand feasts after every victory as promised. A custom-built swimming palace just for my comfort. Even personal visits when she notices I'm feeling lonely. Sometimes she asks me to play chess with her. I'm dreadful at the game, but there's something enjoyable about her expression when she's pursuing victory.
Yeah. The best of companions, Sairdra and HYSILENS. So what happens for that fate to come to pass? That weapon of yours, is it a sword or a violin bow?
Fagosa blessed me twice over with the gift of swordplay and the soul of music. Back in the kingdom's glory days, festivities never ceased. The heavenly voices of my sisters would blend with the notes from my violin until disaster struck. My bow became a weapon, slicing through abominations. Blood-drenched strings broke one after another, leaving only this instrument that plays nothing but requiems. Such a weapon should remain unique in this world. One is already too many.
I mean, Eden also could play a variety of instruments, right? Violin, piano, whatever she was feeling. But yeah, the tragedy of being forced to use her art, her music against others in violence, right? Including her own instrument. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring up such painful memories.
Don't worry about it. Whether we're children of the Titans, humans or fish, we still have everything. At least until this sweet song of intoxication ends. So lift your cup. Let's empty it to the last drop tonight.
The feast of the unending night. To my companions of the ocean. Okay, so this is HYSILENS' POV.
To my companions of the ocean. The ocean has been still for
I was going to say far too long.
For too long. Its waves can no longer wash away our weariness. Come, let us lose ourselves in celebration and rest our tired fins. I've prepared honey brew for our gathering at the Marmoreal Palace. Please join me at my reef for this feast. HYSILENS.
It is cool how we usually get their signatures in here as well. Yeah, the digital art, great for these. Offerings for the feast. Those who accepted the invitation arrived bearing carefully chosen gifts for their host. Garment maker with golden proportions. Tailored to perfection, designed to dance. Aglaez insisted that no sword practice is allowed. Period. Of course, right. Here, I do want to make sure these are a little more readable. So let's zoom in a bit. Nice. Ooh. Bubble Maker. A handheld device that creates ocean bubbles, allowing you to experience the thrill of bubble chasing from the sea-dwelling days, anywhere, anytime. Understanding Humans with Tribby, a book authored by Tribby, compiling her observations of human behavior, thick enough to use as a chair. Yeah, that sounds about right. Humans are tough to know. Cypher's so-called deep-sea gem supposedly reveals underwater wonders when you look through it, except it's obviously just some random stone she found. Still very pretty. Also, yeah, Cypher hanging around back then. Voices from Beyond the Sky. A cassette translating the Trailblazer's journey into musical form, with tracks carefully selected to paint a portrait of distant stars. Ooh, interesting. So will we be going to one of her banquets, one of her celebrations, and bring in a gift. Message board.
Place the bouquets around the room. I selected the most fragrant ones just for this. Time to prepare for our next celebration.
Oh. Oz. Okay, is this maybe the sea creature she was talking about?
Victory will certainly be ours. Oh, HYSILENS, won't you share with us more tales from beneath the waves?
Yeah, the Oz. Or maybe this is Sierra.
Place the bouquets around the room. I selected the most fragrant ones just for this. Time to prepare for our next celebration. Victory will certainly be ours. Oh, HYSILENS, won't you share with us more tales from beneath the waves? Invitation from the Princess of Sea Sirens for a kitty. Great. And the kitty arrives with gifts. Even better.
Yeah, guessing supposed to be Sierra. Notes on honey brew. Sea sirens aren't great with human language, so better to toes than talk. Some things are better left unsaid, especially when honey brew can speak for you. Oh, and to be perfectly clear, none of these contain alcohol. Ooh, drinks very similar to what we got on Panaconi with Siobhan, right? Sweet velvety, full body. Resting stars. Stars nestled in my gaze. The ideal moment for gentle intoxication. The Imperator.
The Imperator has been buried in military tactics lately, never taking time to rest. She needs something to help her relax. I wonder if she'll notice the stars I've hidden in her drink.
HYSILENS making them for her. Sweet, super sweet, intense crisp. Golden ripples. Shattered gold in motion. Sweetness choreographed to the palate.
Someone's bothered our little golden trout again. I'll add more of her favorite osmanthus for sweetness. She needs a stronger dose than others. This should cheer her up.
Silver, Sierra, Aglaya. Mild sweetness, silky, super refreshing. Super refreshing. Bubble chase. Moments of shared joy are absolutely priceless. Sorry, chat.
Let's make it apple red with a generous helping of magical bubbles. When her sisters come back, maybe we can all chase bubbles together.
Tribby. Yeah. Oh, and then Cyphera.
Slightly bitter.
Slightly bitter, refreshing. Kitty and fishy. A fleeting bitterness quickly retreats into a refreshing finish. The taste of a fishy trick.
Our little kittenfish is up to her tricks at the feast again, looking rather cute in her smugness. Still, she's young. A taste of her own medicine might teach her something.
Calls everyone a fishy. Golden trout. Kitty fish.
Why did you rip the dress I gave you? Again? What material could possibly withstand a deep-sea fish like you? Shark skin, perhaps? This ploy is not orchestrated by the flame chase. The prophecy lies distant as mirages across the land.
Sierra, HYSILENS, Aglaya, Trivia, Cypher.
Wait, why are there three of everybody? What should we call you now? Try, high, sea, and lens.
HYSILENS.
Look at them all tipsy. I should make extra sweet porridge for our next feast. Those books from Dux Fatorum are excessively complex. I'll gather some more appropriate reading materials for you soon.
Thanks, Sierra. HYSILENS bedside books. New to life on land, HYSILENS often misunderstands human customs, leading to endearingly awkward situations, and the Imperator's advice was simple. Read more. Oh, Dolosian in boots. Puss in Boots? Really?
Can we please skip this one? Fine. I'll find you something without kitties next time.
Nigador's new clothes? right? The Emperor's new clothes. Uh-huh. The servants entered slowly, carrying the ermine royal robe, studded with luminous pearls. The king's dressing ceremony resembled nothing less than a grand ceremony. Grand symphony. Whew. Yeah. So red cloth, ermine.
All this human fashion nonsense is beyond me. Down in the depths, we have always lived perfectly au naturel. So you say, but does that justify putting a hat on your foot?
Fair enough, Aglaia. The rose and its thorns.
The old era must end. If these lovers knew to hold daggers to their enemies' throats, this tale would be called Birth of a New Dynasty instead. Family, names, titles, blood feuds, such a complex narrative. A fish simply follows where its heart leads, swimming day and night, singing for its beloved.
Phagosa's daughter. That should make sense to her. At the prince's ball, the little mermaid experienced both surprise and delight at her first sip of honey brew. You know what? That does make sense. The little mermaid.
How fortunate she was. The world she discovered above the waves was every bit as magnificent and lively as she dreamed it would be. In my lands, the feast never fades, and the brews never wanes. As long as my colors fly, your goblet shall never go dry.
Unfinished melody. When the sea was still crystal clear, sea sirens loved chasing colorful bubbles around pillars of light. In those days, descending to the ocean floor meant hearing whale songs and deep echoes resonating all around you. Oh, well, I'm gonna butcher this absolutely. A song? I can't sing. Yeah, and as I've written, illustration for HYSILENS. HYSILENS, may the next feast be eternal. Afakaseta natos saveri vitorozoena feke seiren vinum, or would it be viunum cacus vigos pamai? Again, I'm not a singer. I don't even know how to read music anymore. It's been a very, very long time. Guitar was the last time like a decade ago. Manegete de te tuge. Like I said, I probably absolutely destroy that. Like that, gay? Probably J. But again, I'm not a musician. Yeah, I'm just an untalented try to be a funny little guy on the internet. That's it. Feel free to roast me for that. Absolutely. Ooh, love this art though. Beautiful. Stars. Did say Sergio likes them? Sea of stars. The city. Styxia, right?
You shall.
Oh, her fate. You shall. The song which voice is doing it.
You shall eternally slumber in the sound of tides and complete your conquest in the ocean at the boundaries of this world.
Sea of stars. Sky. CHRYSOS air. Interview relay continues. Yeah, that's interesting, but we'll have to decipher it as we get the quest and go on. Messages from Volume 8, character find on. During a banquet, Lady Aglaia once remarked, "The sound of waves still lingers." I find it a most fitting phrase to bring it to mind that senior. I offer you my regards. Even now the people of the Holy City still savor their honey brew and revel in joyous celebrations. To think someone like me could leave behind the lasting traditions. Well then, my respects to you as well. On the next issue, Volume 10's cover. The complexities of human nature that I could never fully grasp were as clear to her
as sunlight penetrating the depths.
Sierra. Yeah, can't wait to see hers as well. If you could ask them one question.
Sure, I don't claim to know humans, but even I know the basics. I mean, bubble makers are children's toys, right?
Very cool. So that wraps up HYSILENS. She is a very neat character. Like I said, love her design. Love from what the early access stuff we've gone from creators is saying about, hey, bring Dot back. Right. Again, she seems just extremely interesting to get to know and see her interact with other CHRYSOS heirs, the people of Akama, right? Obviously, not being a human herself leads to, I'm sure, some misunderstandings and interesting dialogues. But yeah, what a great character design, and really looking forward to her, Sierra, Evernight, Donhong, everyone's places in the story. Trivi, Galaya, Cypher hanging around. So I'm really looking forward to the future of Starrail, man. I say it every time about so many of these games, but it's because they're doing really good and they're getting me hyped up. But that's where we'll leave it off for the night. Feel free to let me know what you guys think of either my performance, any of those, my singing being terrible, HYSILENS herself. Will you be pulling for her? What do you think about her design? Some of the lore we got here. I think that bit about having to fight with a violin until it became a sword, basically became a weapon. Yeah, that's dark, but yeah, just say, comment what you want. Comment what you want is what I should say. And yeah, hope you guys all had a great time. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe. I hope you all have a great day, night, whatever time it is for you. Love you all. See you guys next time. Bye bye. See ya.